Hey everybody, and welcome to Mission Control for a quick tips video. In this video, we're talking about cell groups layout. Using multi-cell fixtures, or multi-instance as they're called on other platforms, such as an LED batten or a Roby spider, it can often be helpful to have groups of cells with particular layouts for different effects. Once you've created a group of cells, see our video on groups of cells, you can then use the layout editor to create any layout you wish to allow for different effect looks. You can get the layout editor in multiple ways, through the pixel mapper, menu soft keys, shapes and effects, pixel mapper, edit group layout, then select the group, or through the groups menu, the groups hard key, edit groups, select the group, edit layout on the soft keys. Once in the layout editor, you can select the cells by clicking on them or using the syntax of fixture.cell. You can then position them by using the wheels, click and drag if enabled, or the arrange menu. To save the layout, simply close the window. So let's have a look at that. Here I am on version 15 of Titan on the virtual hardware interface. And see here, I've got some 8-cell battens patched as well as some Roby spiders, as well as I made a couple of groups here of the cells themselves. So we can do it, first way we can get into it, we go ahead and do shapes and effects, pixel mapper, edit group layout, and we'll see what a standard group looks like. We see here it's got the green and the red to help you depict which end of the batten is which, as well as there. If I was to expand this out and I drag it, I can only click and drag the entire fixture. I can't select just an individual cell. So if I close that out, and then we'll go ahead and hit clear, and then if I edit the group layout of my batten cells, we see here that I have each cell is now individually selectable and individually positionable. So I can click and drag on them, or I can use my wheels. Here I can move it left and right with the X, up and down with the Y. If it was more than just a pixel, I could use the angle here to change the angle of it. To ensure that click and drag is enabled, if I look at my context menu, again, remember our context menu on Titan Go, Virtual Hardware, the Sapphire Touch, and the D9 series, it's going to be that 4 lines button. On all other consoles, it's just going to be left of soft keys B, C, and D, as shown here circled. So if I go into my context menu here, I can see that I've got my different options. If I here, I've got a range or select only, if I have it set to arrange, as we do here, we can click on it as well as drag it. If I was to have it set to select only, I can only select the cells. I couldn't click them and then drag them. I can also use my arrange menu in my context menu. So if I go into arrange fixtures, and then I can set it to be an exact width that I want, as well as a height. See here, I could do it, since we've got 80 of them here, let's do our width as 40. And automatically set our height as 2, and then we can click arrange and see that it automatically arranges them out in this pattern. You could also arrange them in, we'll do it width as 10, our height is 8, we'll say OK, and see here we get it going like this. And to save it, simply close it. We also see that with our spiders, so if we were to go with our other method to get into our cells, we can go ahead and our group hard key, edit group, select the group we want to edit. In this case, we'll look at our original spiders group and edit layout. You see here that if we zoom out a little bit, as well as widen up our window, we see that if we select one of our fixtures, it selects the whole thing as well as the flower and the background. Or if we make a cell group, as we already have, so we're going to close this one, and again we'll go into group, edit group, and we'll select our spider cells here, and then we can edit the layout. And you'll see that I have each of the 19 cells of each one selected. So I can expand it out. I can also into my arrange menu again, and we'll do arrange them as width as 19. I'll put our height automatically at 4, and we'll hit OK. And then we can see we have all of our cells of our fixtures. And again, we can drag them around individually or multiple at a time, or use our wheels. So that has been how to do layout of cells in version 15.1 of Titan. This allows you to get different effects from your fixtures instead of being locked into the pre-mapped layout. I hope you learned something. Join us on Facebook at Avolites US. Join us here next time. Please subscribe. Thanks. Bye.
Wheel stop.
Roger, wheel stop, Discovery. Welcome back. A great ending to the new beginning.